Hey, what's up? It's your boy Serrano. Welcome back to another video. Hope all is well. So today we're going to be doing a follow-up with the Samsung Galaxy A15 5G, and we're going to be talking about this device after I have been using it for about 1 year now. So make sure you guys stay locked into the end of the video. But if you're brand new to the channel, I truly appreciate you for coming through if you're new. But if you're already a part of the crew, salute. All right, so we're going to be talking about the A15 5G in this video after 1 year. Obviously, it's been a really solid device, and you can still hold on to it, I think, even though the A16 is out. I definitely think that the A15 still holds a lot of value, and we're going to be talking about why in this video. So, watch to the end so you could kind of see what I'm talking about. But yeah, this device was released in December of 23. December 16th, 2023, and it still holds up really well. It's got a really good design to it. One of my favorite things about it is the design. Not too many, there's like a little scuff on the back right here, which I don't think is common because like that is a weird kind of a scuff, but it's this black blue color that I have it in. And I really like the material on the back. I think it's really nice to the touch. It kind of blends into a blue or a black, a blue or a black color, depending on how you are holding it when it comes to like the positioning of the light around you. And so, yeah, this is going to be a solid one. It's got a glass front on here, plastic frame, but the plastic frame actually feels like metal on here. So yeah, it's definitely pretty solid. They give you the option for dual SIM. So if you go right here and you pop open the SIM card right here, the SIM card tray, you're going to see that we actually have one SIM on each side. So you could also fit a micro SD inside of this. So yeah, that is possible right here. So yeah, dual SIM or one of each. So you can actually expand the storage on this one. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. It comes in at a weight of around 200 grams. As far as powering on, it's got the power button on the side right here. And this is also going to be doubling up as your fingerprint sensor. You also do get the volume rocker right here, your triple camera setup on the back right here. And, it's going to have a 50 megapixel main camera. But the materials and the feel of this is definitely a little bit more of a more compact phone when you compare it to the A16. It's about 6.5 inches compared to the 6.7 on the A15. It's also given us Android 14 right here. So yeah, depending on which model you pick, they do have like two different models, one with the G99, but this one is actually going to have the Dimensity processing chip on here, which we'll get into in a little bit more detail later in the video. So, make sure you stay locked in with me. But yeah, it's got this really nice display on it. It's a super AMOLED display. Let me just unlock it because it's going to ask me for my PIN number. So I just unlocked it. So it does have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, which is kind of cool. That we do have that on there. Bluetooth 5.3 is on this as well. It's going to have that 25 watts fast charging. I would say that the best thing about this device is it does get 4 major upgrades. And so it already got, like one update because it's been out for 1 year. So yeah, when it comes to the software on here, as far as booting up, that you can see there is a little bit of it does take a while to actually kind of power on and kind of warm up a little bit. Once the notifications start kicking in and they all come on there, then it's going to start to operate a little bit quicker. So I'm just kind of waiting for it to get all those notifications coming in. You also do get some really good optimization on this guy right here. So yeah, I really like this one when it comes to, the overall performance. So yeah, definitely a really good performer on the A15. It's not going to be like the best performer in its class, but it's got, you know, some of the best you know, possible features for you to reasons to pick it up for. So the number one thing is probably going to be the updates. It's got that 4 years of updates on this one. And so you also do get Android, you know, 14. You're also going to get Android 15, 16 and 17 on this one. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. So now I'm getting all those notifications coming in on here. So that's what I'm talking about. When you first power it on, it will kind of operate a little slower because of those notifications coming in. So what I like to do is kind of like turn off some of the notifications on apps that I'm not using, but just by long pressing and then just hit turn off notifications so those don't actually come in. And so yeah, that'll kind of speed up the performance a little bit to make it run snappier. So you do get the blue black color on this one. It is on sale right now. You could probably get it for under $200. So yeah, it's going to be pretty competitive still when it comes to this phone, definitely because it's still got the upgrades coming in on this one. So when it comes to like browsing different apps, it's still a pretty good device to use. It's not going to be the fastest one that you'll ever use in the entire world, but one of the benefits of getting this one is it's going to have that you know, that really fast performance with the 90 hertz. So when it comes to scrolling through social media and things of that sort, it's going to be pretty quick. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that real fast. So yeah, we are getting the Dimensity 6100 on this one in the US. And so yeah, I definitely think this is going to be a pretty good processing chip. But I was watching Flossie Carter's video a couple of days ago where he was talking about the One UI on the Samsung devices. And he actually said it perfectly. Now, these devices, what he said was that it's not like the phone is slow. It's actually the One UI software is so vast and has so many features on this device that it kind of just slows down the performance on here. So it's not really that the processing chip is slow or anything like that. It's just that the software. And this has been something that even when Samsung used to make their older UI, I forget what the name of it was, but that one was actually the same exact way back when it was like the J7 series. It was really, there was a lot going on inside of the settings, and they packed so many features inside of it that, you know, over time it's just going to start to slow down a little bit. So yeah, he nailed it when it came to the software on these devices. But you can see I do have the December 1st security patch running on here. And so yeah, it's definitely going to be, if you keep up with the background apps and kind of what you have to do is basically keep up with like the RAM processing by going into device care every now and then. Make sure it says great every single time when you scan it so that you can get better performance on this one. But yeah, I definitely think that the One UI has a large variety of features. It's got this side menu, so you can actually set up different things on the side menu. And this is really cool. I'm actually in Florida right now, and it feels like I'm up in the East Coast again, back in New York in the Bronx, because the weather right now is crazy. This is probably like the hottest year on planet Earth right now. But yeah, that's just another story. But yeah, the device holds up pretty well if you keep it optimized and basically manage it. If you don't, yeah, it's going to start to slow down on you. So you just definitely want to do that. But the best way you can do that is by optimizing every now and then, closing out all your apps every now and then so that you can make it kind of run quicker. But the verdict is that the One UI is going to basically kind of, it's going to be a big, that's the biggest reason why you might see slowdowns on Samsung devices. So I just want to mention that. But yeah, it is pretty good when it comes to the speeds on here. You can see, and it's snowing in New Orleans right now after first snow in 15 years, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, the actual picture quality on this device is super clear, and you get some really vivid details on this one. So I really think it's going to be a good device when it comes to that. It doesn't have like the dual speakers on here, but the speakers do get pretty loud. They do give you Dolby Atmos, but obviously you're gonna have to plug in a pair of headphones to use it. But they do give you that secure folder, which is another thing I like because you could protect your privacy. It says use PIN after restart. So you can actually put all different types of documents, pictures, photos, stuff like that to protect it. Sort of like a virtual vault. It's pretty cool. So yeah, this device, after, you know, about 1 year, I think you could still use it. I definitely think if you have the A15 right now, you're thinking about upgrading to the A16, which I'm going to be doing a comparison on both of those phones so you could kind of see some of the upgrades, and I'll talk about that in that video, so stay locked in for that. But yeah, if you have this device right now, I think you'll be pretty pleased with it. For the most part, text messages, phone calls, you don't get drop calls because it does have really good connectivity with a 5G. It also does have some pretty good cameras on here as well. So you get some pretty good cameras. Obviously, the A16 will have better cameras, but you get everything you need, the food mode, the macro mode, so you could take really close-up shots on certain objects. So I'm just going to take a picture of this plant really close up. Let me see how far close. It says go up to 3 to 4 centimeters. So let's see how close I could get. I'm actually touching that object. So that's a macro shot. The shutter speed is pretty good as well. So if you wanted to get some pretty good details on certain objects with the macro, so let's say I zoom in really close to Roblox, like his face, I could get like his blemishes on his skin. And you could do the same thing with a human skin or stuff like that. So you can see, you can get really close up with that macro camera and capture some more details in there. And then it has really good multitasking. Obviously, it's going to have the one-handed mode when you swipe down, so you can easily use it with one hand. There's just a lot of features baked in to the One UI, which I really like. So yeah, even when it comes to gaming, I noticed that this device does run pretty clean. So I just kind of want to show you that real quick. So we do have our gaming hub. And so, yeah, this is one of the things that might slow it down. But when it comes to gaming, it's actually going to speed it up. So you got to update it and you can run all of your games out of here. My battery is starting to run down a little bit just because I haven't charged this phone in about a day, and it's just been like on standby mode. I haven't had my SIM card in here because I have been using my A16s a lot, so that's why it's been on standby, because I definitely want to start using it a little bit more. I did actually do that camera comparison, so you guys might have seen that video. So ever since that video, I haven't charged it. So that can give you a better idea. It's been about 1.5 days, maybe 2 days since I've actually charged it. And so, yeah, this game space, this game hub mode is really clutch because you can optimize your phone's performance when you're using it. It allows you to get, better gaming. So it enhances your gaming and makes it a little bit more smoother. So, yeah, you can definitely get some cool modes on here when you're gaming, when you're using that mode. So yeah, that's just another thing I want to mention, but let's just jump into some of the gaming on this device. But as far as the design, it just feels really good in the hand. I like the sleek sides. They do get oils right here. So I did see some fingerprint with oils right there. Even on the back, you can get oils right here. So yeah, just you kind of get oils there, but it's not going to be the craziest in the world to manage. But when you put it on a flat surface, the cameras do a pretty decent job of sitting flat, although there is a little bit of rock right here because the cameras are positioned on this side. I would be interested to see if more manufacturers put the cameras across the top, or like, kind of like how LG used to do it, and bring that setup back, because that made it a little bit more manageable when it's sitting flat on a surface. Or just make the cameras go into the phone like LG used to do. That was something that I really liked when it came to the design of their phones. So yeah, this device is really good when it comes to the overall feel in the hand. You still get the headphone jack on this one. So yeah, that's going to be a solid thing as well. And you can see the fingerprints do gather on this device, so it's not completely fingerprint free, but it is that matte material, so it definitely feels like really good in the hand and everything. So yeah, the Dimensity 6100 is probably one of the best budget chipsets I've used on a Samsung device. So let me show you the performance. It's just very snappy and it feels natural on all movements. So it does feel really responsive as well. So whatever you're actually trying to touch, it feels like you're touching it live. And this team is actually like crazy. I'm already down 7. And we're already down 7 from, I don't know if we have any people on my team that are actually like live people or whatever. I might have all bots on my team, but as far as the performance on this thing, it's actually pretty responsive. So I'm going to see if I could get a kill. But yeah, this team that I'm playing against is very crazy. Damn, I can't even get my weapon drawn before they come through. So yeah, obviously you can see this is pretty crazy. Like I'm not even able to leave the gate, but yeah, it's actually a rigged game, it looks like. But the performance on here feels really smooth, so I just want to mention that. And then take my word for it, if you are into gaming, this is a really solid phone for gaming. So I think I got 2 kills right now, but this is actually a pathetic performance by my teammates. Like, it's crazy how we're getting destroyed right now. I have like a bunch of bots on my team. You see what I'm talking about? So yeah, this is not even fair right now. All right, let me see if I could get a few more kills. Wow, that's crazy. All right, I'm gonna just wrap this one up because it's already over. But yeah, the performance on here was really clean. It felt really smooth as far as the gameplay. And the battery life does a really good job on here too. So we're at 21% right now. If I go into battery right now and I show you the battery usage, it says right here, no app usage. Here we go. So it's actually loading up and I haven't charged it. Let me show you if we can view details right here. So let's see. Yeah, this screen off time is 1 day and 17 minutes. Screen on time, 1 hour and 57 minutes. But I've been using it for almost 2 days now. And a lot of the time it was on standby. As you can see that line right here. That's like when I was on standby for this one. And it was at 84% when I had it completely charged up. Now we're at 20% after a day and 17 hours, which is really crazy when it comes to the battery. So you still get really good battery on this one. You still get really good camera as well, performance. The body of it is going to feel nice. And I normally do keep a case on here. So I'm usually using my Poetic case right here, the Guardian, which is a clear case. So you can still see the phone. So I really like using this one. It does gather oils on here. So I just want to mention that you will see the oils on there. You might have to wipe it down with like a wet wipe or something like that. But yeah, like that's because my hands are so oily that whenever I'm touching it, they get right on the phone and they're hard to get off once they're on there. So you really have to clean it off with like an alcohol wipe. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of the design of this device. I do like the fact that it has a headphone jack still. The fingerprint works really great. The facial unlock also does work great right there, as you can see, and it's pretty fast as well. And you do get 2 microphones, so the call quality does come in really nice on here as well. And the last thing I like is basically the The fact that you can multitask, you still get NFC as well. You don't get the waterproof rating like the A16, which we're going to compare in another video. So I just want to do a full comparison of those two phones so you can kind of see the difference. But yeah, this is definitely still manageable, definitely pretty usable right now. The only thing you don't really get is screen recording, a IP rating, wireless charging, but you do get a beautiful display on here, which is very vibrant and colorful, and it just pops. Whatever you're trying to look at is gonna just pop off the screen, and it's gonna look really nice. So you could get some really good use out of here. As far as the multitasking, I really like it, because if you want to get the pop-up windows, you do get the pop-up windows right here, and you can get several of those pop-up windows operating at the same time. Obviously, it's not going to be the fastest performance when you compare it to like a Samsung Galaxy S series device, but you still get the ability to get those multiple windows on the screen at one time. So that's going to make it very useful for multitasking and stuff like that. And then you can kind of just like, you could shrink one of them right here and turn that into an icon, and you can put that anywhere on the screen. So yeah, this device has a lot of stuff going on with it. So you get all your shortcuts right there that you can access at any time. It just has so many features piled in. So yeah, I like this thing a lot still in 2025. Let me know what you guys think. If you're using the A15 right now, let me know what carrier you're using it from and what city you live in, because I'm interested to see who's actually still using this one. But yeah, it's going to get a lot of updates. It was promised 4 updates altogether. So yeah, it's got Android 14 right now. I think it was released with Android 13, so it's going to get Android 17, which is going to make it last for a couple of years, a lot more, like a longer period of time. So yeah, if you do enjoy using your Samsung Galaxy A15, let me know. They do give you the ability to take video on here up to 1080. Everything seems to work very nice, but I really do enjoy the battery life. Like I said, I was able to get some really good battery time with this one. But I'm going to check you guys later. I'm going to get back with you if you're still here. Just type down below in the comment section, I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me. And I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people. And I'll hit you back. I'll check you guys later. Peace. Namaste.